Come with us on a journey into the unknown, the unexplained, and the unbelievable. We will test your senses and challenge your beliefs. A world where science and religion clash. Or do they? You will meet real people and hear real stories, but you will not believe. You will witness strange sights and hear strange sounds, but you will not believe. This is the New England Ghost Project. Welcome to the nightmare.
Totally tubular, dude. Welcome to the summer edition of Ghost Chronicles Next Generation with my co-host, the big Kawana herself. Is that even a word?
The big Kawana?
I don't know, I just thought.
Kahuna?
Kahuna?
I'm not big, never mind.
All right,
Anyways.
the little kahuna herself, the blonde Bombshell, Anne Kerrigan. And of course, I am New England's own surfing dude. What's my name? Ron Kolek. There you go. So anyways, welcome to our summer edition of Ghost
Yes.
Chronicles. And the reason we're having a summer edition is...
Because we're sick of snow. That's it. Summer's here. It's starting on this show tonight, okay? So we're all decked out. We got our summer duds on. We got our little hula dancer, and mermaids, and rubber duckies, and we're ready to party.
If you say so. I mean, I really like this little hula dooly.
Yeah, hula dancer.
This is really cool.
Russ donated that
Really?
to the set.
You know, when I
Thank
was
you, Russ.
back in the 60s, back in the 60s,
Yeah.
when I had my baby blue ragtop convertible.
When you were, in the
Yeah.
60s when you were 70?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had one of those hula doulas on my car.
Really?
And she used to
Really?
shake her booty
She
every time
shook
we
her
went
tail
down
feathers.
the road. Yeah.
Well,
So those were the days.
pretty soon we're all going to be nice and warm again.
Yep.
And we're not even going to say that S word.
We'll be complaining
And
about the heat.
I know, right? Right?
Damn, it's hot.
First guy who complains about the heat will be shot. So, anyways.
So anyways, we thought we'd break it up and do a summer show. So that's our deal.
Got me feeling better already. I
Exactly.
just don't have a tropical drink in my cup. But
It's because you drank.
well.
That's because you drank it before the show.
I wish.
Yeah.
I wish. I need to do that
She
to
was
get through a
doing-
show with you. But anyways.
Excuse me. Anyways, later on we have a big treat for you. I will show you my legs.
Oh!
I'm just saying. What?
No.
What? No?
No, they're not
Okay.
going to blind us.
No. But we really have a good show. We've got a great guest today who we're going to introduce shortly. And we're going to be talking about dowsing and that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, which has been around perhaps longer than I. Perhaps.
Maybe.
Perhaps.
Maybe.
You know what's so funny? I was talking to someone today, and they were saying how they're at their age. They have to get it watched so they know what time it is. I have to get a calendar to know what year it is. So that's yeah.
It's about right.
Yeah.
It's about right.
So, anyways, do we have a cemetery tripping?
We absolutely do. We have a cemetery tripping from beautiful, frosty
What?
Concord.
Wait a minute. This has no snow in it, right?
It does have a little snow in it.
Ah,
actually.
for
I'm
crying out
sorry. I should have got one from Florida.
No, you should have got one from that Syracuse cemetery you dragged me to, where I sweated my nose off.
Well, oh well.
Yeah.
So we are going to play a cemetery tripping for you. So Russ, could you please cue that up? Welcome to Cemetery Tripping, where I will feature a different cemetery in each episode that I hope you will seek out and enjoy as much as I do. As an avid taphophile, or lover of tombstones, I spend a lot of time in the local New England area in the beautiful and historic cemeteries we have here. The stones here are like no others, and I have literally thousands of pictures of the intricate and symbolic carvings found on them. You can see my pictures on Facebook by doing a search for Cemetery Tripping. Tonight, I would like to take you to the Old Hill Burying Ground in Concord, Massachusetts. It sits on the hillside overlooking Concord's Monument Square and is the oldest of the 3 cemeteries in Concord. It's located just down the street from the haunted Colonial Inn. With nearly 500 graves, the earliest existing stone is dated 1677. Old Hill was the original burying ground for Concord residents after securing their settlement in 1635. It was on land that could not be farmed, and because of its height, it was the first area to thaw in the spring. This thawing allowed for early burial of those who died during the winter and waited silently for a place in the warm earth. You will find lots of great stones here, with classic examples of death's heads, hourglasses, skull and crossbones, urns and willows, coat of arms, and even some fabulous table stones. They are all amazingly well preserved. You will also have a fantastic view of the town of Concord from the hill. Local ghost stories abound about one particular stone in the cemetery, which has a very distinctive skull and an inscription that reads, "All must submit to the King of Terror. Through Christ we conquer, rule, and reign forever." It is the gravestone of John Cumming, Esquire, who died in 1788 at age 60. He was a prominent member of society in Concord, serving as an officer during the Revolution and also as the local doctor, and was a generous supporter of Harvard University. Legend has it that those who approach it late at night have ominous feelings, as if they are being watched, see glowing red eyes in the skull, and the wind mysteriously picks up. People have been known to exit the cemetery in quite a hurry and not return. I wonder if Mr. Cumming chose that epitaph for his own stone, and why. If not, who did? This is a mystery that remains unanswered. If you wish to visit this cemetery, there's plenty of on-street parking. I happened to visit it on one icy cold and snowy January day, which made walking up the hill quite a challenge. Plan your visit for warmer weather, and you can also visit Sleepy Hollow Cemetery, which is just down the road and around the corner, or the Old Manse by the historic North Bridge, another haunted location. You won't be disappointed in this richly historical and spirited town.
Wow, that was really interesting. I like the new font you have for cemetery tripping now.
Well, thank you.
You should do it experimenting a little, I see, huh?
Yeah, a little something different at the end.
Yeah,
so
definitely
why
different.
not?
It's
Why not?
interesting because I'm going to be going to Concord this Saturday at the Old Manse. We're doing a ghost hunt.
Brr, you're going to be cold.
No, the Manse is heated.
They have heat there?
Oh, yes, they do.
Really?
Very good heat, actually, I understand.
Wow.
Besides, I'll be in the room sipping pina coladas and eating Chinese food. So.
Oh, really? Why will you be doing that? Aren't you
Because
supposed to be leading a ghost hunt?
I'm going in the mode of Steve Parson, and I'm just going to give them a pencil and paper and let them go on their own.
Perfect.
Yeah, there you go.
Perfect. The Old Manse is really cool. If anybody ever gets a chance to get up to Concord, check it out. It's and you can see the North Bridge, where the shot heard round the world took place, and it is just a really cool. It's a national park, so you can see the cemetery, and you can go to the Old Manse and learn about all kinds of history. So it is a very cool place.
Right.
Oh, and go to Sleepy Hollow too.
Right.
Definitely worth the trip.
Sleepy Hollow.
Yes.
It's in New York.
Not that Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, okay. The cemetery.
It's the Concord Sleepy Hollow.
Cemetery.
Yes,
Right.
cemetery.
So I noticed you had a pendulum there.
I do. I have a number of pendulums
So
here.
can you tell if the show's going to be good or not?
Let's see. All right, this is my favorite pendulum because it's a rose quartz. So, okay. So will somebody please tell me, are we going to have a good show tonight? Oh, my pendulum says yes.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
I don't think that's quite how you're supposed to do it.
No.
I don't think you're supposed to do this.
Wait a minute. Who taught you how to do the pendulum?
Oh,
Excuse me.
here
I'm
we
sorry.
go.
What did you say?
Here we
I didn't hear
go.
that.
Yes, Ron, you showed me how to use a pendulum. It's amazing I know how to use it the right way. But anyways,
So
he did.
is Anne going to be annoying all day?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyways,
so stop
we have a
being
guest.
goofy. We do have a
But
guest.
before we get to our guest, we have a question in the chat room.
Oh, okay.
And if you have a question in the chat room, you can either go into TojiNet or the Paranormal chat room and post your question and make Maddie work.
Shout out to Maddie and Sam, our in-studio crew. Yeehaw.
There you go.
So John wanted to know from our chat room if I'd ever been to Resurrection Cemetery, and I believe that's in Chicago.
Yes.
I think. I have. I have not. I know, yeah, he said New Orleans, but I think he's thinking of a different.
Unless
'cause
he's
that's
thinking of
that's
another one.
Matari Cemetery, I believe, in New Orleans.
They actually closed that.
Yeah, because the Voodoo Queen keeps being
Marie
defiled.
Laveau,
yeah,
yeah.
Marie Laveau. So no, I have not been to that cemetery.
She hasn't been at any resurrection cemetery, right?
I might
No
have.
matter what that you know of.
So I have not been there, but
Right.
I have family in Chicago, and I would love to go visit them and go see that cemetery. So I shall put that on my bucket list. Absolutely.
So there you go. And before we lose all our audience, I do want to remind, if you hang around for the end of the show,
Yeah.
we're going to actually douse for
wanna stay.
Keno numbers. And you could be filthy rich by the time we're
There
done
you
with
go.
this show. So just keep that in mind. I'm just saying. And of course, it's none of it, we don't endorse betting of any sorts. or
no,
nature.
of course not. Of course
we do
not.
not endorse betting.
but we do
if
have.
you're curious,
Yeah, we do have a little tradition after our show because, it's so close on dinner time. We don't have time to eat, and Ron's driving here all day and all night just to show up. So
I am.
we go out and get a little bite to eat, and we play a little Keno.
Right. So there you go.
Why
So
not?
we have a guest.
We do have a guest.
Okay. So would you like to introduce?
I would love to introduce our guest.
Since you shared many a room with her.
Yes, yes. I would like to introduce my favorite roommate and a psychic medium and author as well, Lesley Marden.
Hi.
Welcome. Hi,
I'm so
Lesley.
excited to be here. Oh, there's my book. Thanks for having me.
Oh, well, you're very welcome. So
That's it?
tell the
That's
people
it.
about Lesley. That's it. Go home
Okay,
now.
all done.
Okay. Now, Lesley, I've known for quite a few years. I used to have all these events and so forth. And one day, she kind of annoyed me one too many. So I figured the only way I could get rid of her was to make her part of the team. So, yeah, so Lesley actually became part of the team, which was interesting. Like most mediums or people who claim to be mediums, I was a little leery when I first met Lesley, but she proved to me time and time again that she is most certainly the real deal. So,
Did everyone hear that?
no.
Just want to make sure everyone heard that.
We're
Okay.
going to make him sign that after the show. Yeah.
So, Lesley, you have written this book, and you can hold it up for our
Yes.
audience.
This is my book, Medium Rare. It's about my life growing up with abilities and awareness.
I'm in that book, by the way.
And yeah, Ron's in the book.
Of course.
And it starts when I'm 3 and it ends in my 40s. And it's really not that big because the other night we were doing a red light seance and Ron was telling these stories and he's like, okay, Lesley, tell him what's going on. And I just go for the meat and potatoes of the story. I don't like embellish or flourish or anything. So there's 40 years in this book.
All right. Right
Meat and
to
potatoes,
it.
man, right there.
Right to the point.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's why Ron's book is this thick.
What are you saying,
Well,
Lesley?
he's 120, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Are you still doing? Are you done? You done?
Oh, I think so.
So anyway, Lesley, who taught you how to use the pendulum?
Maureen Wood. Oh, dang it, it wasn't you. Oh. Yeah, Maureen taught me how to use the pendulum, and it's awesome, and it's always accurate, and sometimes when I think I have the right answer in my head, it tells me otherwise, and I think,
But,
oh,
I mean,
there you go.
we're talking about the pendulum here, right? And we're talking about it to our studio audience. And hello,
Right.
studio audience.
Hi, studio
And also the people of the internet. But what is a pendulum? Because this is radio as well. And what do you do with it?
What do you do with it?
So what is it, first of all?
It's a method of dowsing. There are other methods of dowsing, such as dowsing rods or other stuff. It's
The fork sticks.
Yeah. And I'm meat and potatoes, so if you want to embellish, you better start embellishing because I'm going to go right for the meat. A pendulum works through you. You don't actually work the pendulum, it works through you, through your higher self. And you can ask it yes or no questions. You can ask it anything you want, really, as long as it has a definitive answer. The problem that I have with the pendulum is it reads your thoughts as well. And I get ahead of myself, and so, sometimes I'm getting answers for something that I've said in my head.
Oh, wow.
Have you ever had that happen to you?
No, I didn't. I never thought about that actually happening.
It does.
mean,
Sometimes can answer your question before you even
Yes.
say it.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
I was always thinking that, you know, it was just focused on the question that you were currently asking. So,
Unless you have ADHD.
Like so many of us. But the important thing too is you have to have what I call monkey brain, which is you actually have to
monkey brain?
divorce yourself of whatever answer you want. Otherwise,
Right.
So you really don't want to think about the answer. The answer should just come.
Okay.
So, for instance, you know, if you, for instance, I'm trying to think
Like
of
if you
something.
want to buy a car and you
There you go.
really want this car and you're trying to convince yourself you want this car, you're going to want it to say yes.
Oh.
So what you have to do is you have to divorce yourself from the outcome before you ask the question. So
Okay.
you don't influence it.
Oh, wow.
So
all right.
actually, in reality, you shouldn't ask questions that are personal to you. Just like you would do tarot, you wouldn't really do your own tarot cards. People do. Don't get me wrong, and they can do that.
All right.
Anyways,
Because you can read into the cards whatever
exactly
you want.
what you want.
Oh, that's true.
Right.
That's true,
Exactly.
right?
So a lot of people think that you have to have a certain pendulum to dowse, and you really don't. This is a typical pendulum, and I have others here. This one is an orgone one, and it's made out of resin and copper pieces.
Oh,
Excuse
that's
me?
cool.
Yeah.
It's a what?
Orgone,
Ordone.
O-R-G-O-N-E, orgone.
Orgone.
Yeah.
Like
And
argon.
argon.
it works
orgone.
on universal life force energy.
Oh,
That's the principle behind it anyway.
wow.
This one, Sean Paradise, a friend of mine, made for me and gave to me recently.
That's beautiful. I love
made
that.
out of
It has a
stained
leaf.
glass. Yeah.
It has a beautiful green leaf at the end.
And he also made this one. This one, this is the only one that I had during spectral evidence. And Maureen's like, that's made of metal. You really should get another. But yep.
Well, metal's a good conductor.
Metal conducts more energy than you want sometimes.
So, actually, that brings up a good segue into one of the film clips we have.
Oh, okay. Yes, we have a couple of film clips, and I don't know which one you'd prefer to play first.
Doesn't this go into what you're talking about?
There's one where I'm with my copper pipes in my basement and
Okay.
holding on to a hunkum piece of silver.
So, if we have that clip, because we're going to talk about conductivity, let's look at this.
That
clip
is, I believe the title on that clip, Russ, is
Dowsing without manipulation?
yes, Dowsing Without Manipulation.
Okay, so can we play that now?
Hi, I'm here in my basement because I was thinking this morning about the pendulum. Karen O'Keefe was here not too long ago, and he was talking about how people who use the pendulum are actually manipulating it themselves with tiny little muscles that they're just not conscious that they're moving. So, what I've done is I've taken my pendulum and I brought it down into my basement, and I've attached it to my copper pipe, and attached to it. This is a piece of silver from a big honkin' necklace that I own. And the reason I chose silver and copper is because they are known to conduct energy very well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can make my pendulum move without actually being able to manipulate it with my little muscles. So here we go. I'm going to see if I can... I can't move the pendulum at all. Well, I can make it go up and down, but I really can't make it move. So I'm just going to put my fingers on the silver, and I'm going to ask, show me yes, please. The curious thing for me right now is yes for me is usually a clockwise circle. And I don't know if you can see it, but this is turning counterclockwise. Let's see if I can. It's going in a counterclockwise circle, which is strange. Show me no. No, for me, is back and forth. Is my name Lesley? And again, it is going counterclockwise. Am I a large African American man? I don't know if you can see it has switched to back and forth. I'm just holding on to the silver piece. Interesting.
Okay, that
That
was
was
kinda
very interesting.
So
was.
what did you get out of that, Lesley?
That the dowser does not, well, the dowser is not the force behind the movement of the pendulum. The energy is the force.
So you're saying spirits move the pendulum?
Yes. I say spirits move the pendulum. I say that higher energy moves the pendulum, yes. Yep. I do.
Okay.
I
It's
disagree.
my word, and I'm sticking to it.
I disagree.
Because when you are contacting spirit and you're using your pendulum, who's answering the questions? It's not you.
Yeah, but you move the pendulum. We all know it by anatomical doohickey thingies.
The tiny little muscles.
Yeah, those little nerves and muscles we can't see. And we know that because we can manipulate the pendulum, is why
Of course
we
you
have
can
monkey
manipulate the
brain.
pendulum.
Exactly.
But
But-
what this experiment shows is that
Yeah.
I wasn't manipulating
come
the
on, girl.
pendulum. I wasn't manipulating the pendulum.
You
I
s-
did not. I had my fingers on
Right.
it. My energy could have been manipulating the pendulum. The energy coming through me was manipulating the pendulum, not my tiny little muscles.
Interesting.
That's what I said.
I think
But
so.
okay, now let me get over this again. Now, this is here's my glasses. So is this basically what happened?
It was wrapped around the pipe,
All right. So
and it was stationary.
is this what happened?
Yes.
But you're holding your
You're
glasses.
holding this with this
Has
hand.
nothing to
So what if I hold
nothing
you
at all
hold the
to
glasses?
do.
Well, because I have a heartbeat and I have
that experiment.
breathing. You have to have a stationary piece. Put it on the angel.
All right, I'll get the angel.
I know, you know.
No, we can't do that.
We can hang it from her.
I should have brought a copper pipe. What was I
Gotta
thinking?
wrap it.
Oh, okay. We can try this. Our Sammy has suggested that we take. Wait, I have to move the little.
No,
hood,
don't
girl.
take it
I'm
away.
sorry. Put your glasses there.
Let's open them up. Wrap it around once.
A couple times. So you're going to have to.
We're so
make it
Mickey
tall.
Mouse here, right? Do you think we ever plan anything? Because no, we don't.
You're going to have to close your glasses.
It just happens.
I can't close my glasses
Why?
Why not?
because I'll still be able to move them.
There you go. Let's scratch up those lenses.
Let go.
How am I going to hold the thing?
Just put your
You're
finger on it.
not.
You're-
Oh, okay. I see.
You're a toadhead.
Oh, stop. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work.
Wait a minute. Let's hold it.
If you just put
No,
your finger
wait a
on.
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Calm down. All right. Now explain what we just did.
Put your.
Explain what we just did with the.
Oh, I'm sorry. We took 2 cups and we pushed them together and we put Ron's glasses on them with a wrapped around pendulum on them. So now it's
All
by
right.
itself.
That's for our radio
free-falling.
listeners.
Exactly. we have to.
All right.
All right.
So why can't you
Wait a minute,
just...
don't touch it. Don't touch it at all. Because right now, we're going to do a live experiment on you.
Okay.
We're going to have.
It's going to be flawed because your glasses may move.
Shut up. Okay, it's almost still. We'll wait for it to still.
Okay.
All right?
While
I'm
we're
not
waiting,
touching the table.
So,
No one's
what
touching the
we're going to
table.
do now is I want
It's the hula girls,
Lesley to
believe it.
concentrate on this
Okay.
pendulum.
Okay.
Oh, this is a different experiment.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I already gave up on the other one.
All right.
You know, I always find better and better ways to improve and fix it. And the blonde bombshell here is going to concentrate as well. And if
Okay.
anybody else in the rest of the studio audience and crew can too. And we want to make, right now it's going towards the left and right a little bit.
Okay.
We want to go towards that camera and back and forth.
Okay.
So we're all going to concentrate.
All right.
And you can talk, you can do whatever you want at this time because it is radio. And
Okay.
believe it or not, it is going back and forth
It's already started.
towards
Yeah.
the camera. So we are doing this with just the power of our minds, or our spirits doing this?
I don't know.
It is moving
It's just,
back and
it
forth,
certainly is.
Have it go in a circle.
back and forth.
All right.
What do you want to do?
Go in a circle.
We'd like it to go in a circle, please.
All right, Mr. Pendulum, can you go in a circle, please? Can you go in a circle, please? Round and round, come on, round and round, round and round. Did you see a shift? It's trying.
I definitely did see a shift.
Is a shift, and it was going this way.
Yeah.
Now it's going a little bit. So we want to go clockwise, just to let everybody
Okay.
know,
All right.
clockwise. Can we go
Okay, we'll go
clockwise, Mr.
clockwise.
Pendulum? Or Mrs. Pendulum? Or Ms. Pendulum? Whoever you are. It's my pendulum,
Pendulum.
whatever.
Pendulum.
There's no G in it.
There's a DU.
So,
DU.
So it's pendulum.
I mean, it's definitely moving, and it's moving by itself because we're not touching the table, but I don't know if I could say that it's going in a circle.
Yeah, well, it's going to shift right now.
Oh, yeah?
Because he's thinking it.
It's shifting, Miss Pendulum.
It's a shifty pendulum.
Come on, try a
All
little
right.
harder. Well, we don't want to waste the
I
whole
know.
day
I
on
was going to
that.
say. All right.
So,
But that wasn't
Interesting.
interesting. We didn't touch it. It's moving. Could it be
Could
the
it be the
rotation of
coffee?
the Earth? I don't know, but, you know.
An argument that I have about me influencing in that experiment on that video, if I were
I
trying
actually
to make
heard-
it go clockwise, it went counterclockwise. So it
Yeah.
didn't do what I expected it to do.
But it's different. It wasn't in your direct hands, so you weren't influenced as well. And you actually took criticism for that, as I understood as well.
Well, you take criticism for everything you do out there. You know, you try to do
Not
something
that in
good.
Helsing. Nobody would dare criticize Helsing. They know the penalties.
Oh,
There's
heavens
everywhere you
no.
go.
penalties for that.
Heavens no.
No, seriously, you did take some criticism. What was the criticism
I
on?
don't remember. I let things go. And
Wait a minute.
I'm
You told me that on the way in here.
no, wait. Oh, there was a comment that was left on the YouTube. Is that what
So
you're
that would be
asking?
criticism, yes,
Sorry.
dear.
And
I'm so concise.
they didn't like the video because they said, "Why are you testing the validity of dowsing? It's been around for 6,000 years. Why would you do that?" So
Oh, well,
So that is
I-
faith.
I think that you could have an experiment on anything that's been around forever. I mean, you know, why not?
the Earth
Right.
was flat forever.
Yeah.
And
Still
then
is.
Why
Someone
not?
went around it.
Still is.
So,
Some spots.
so who,
Washington.
where did dowsing come from?
I don't even know.
Do you know?
I have no idea.
We should have Googled that, huh? No. It must be on Wikipedia.
Could
It
have
came
asked-
from Worringwood.
It came from Marine Wood. Now, and by the way, folks,
Wait a
if anybody would like to see Lesley's videos, we did have the website up there a minute ago, www.lesleymarden.com, and Lesley has like a blog, you know, kind of like a blog up there about her adventures, her experiences, her experiments, and you can see that video again there. And then there's another one that we're going to be playing a little further on in the show. So you can see whatever video she has up there in pictures.
There you go.
So you can check it out, and her book as well. So I just wanted to throw that out there so people can see, you know,
Wait
what
a
we're
minute.
talking about. Yes, wait a minute. Now you may proceed.
Evidently. So you were saying that your pendulum does what? First thing, by the way, we're talking about dowsing. People, we kind of went over a little bit, but dowsing basically is you're holding a pendulum down, and then you ask the pendulum questions, and you got to know what the responses is. So, for instance, if I was to say, when I ask a question, what is a yes? It goes clockwise.
Ah,
When I ask a question, what is a no? My hand's bothering, it's going back and forth.
Put your arm on the armrest.
Yeah, I know, I should. And when maybe, see, it's already going maybe, which is counterclockwise. So what is yours?
maybe.
Yeah,
I don't have a maybe.
yeah, you do. You just didn't use it.
I've never
You just
used a
don't use
maybe.
it.
Okay, so
Sometimes you don't know. You sort of don't know.
my
Right.
pendulum and
Yes.
the story behind this pendulum, which is
I thought we got into that already.
yeah, no, but it's rose quartz. But
Whatever.
I just want to put this out there because I bought this pendulum when I just barely knew Van Helsing, and he invited me to a paranormal event at Buttonwoods, what is it?
Estate, I think
Estate.
it is. Yeah.
And anyway, so there was a lovely lady there selling pendulums, and I had no clue how to use it. No clues how to use it. But it sure was pretty, and it has a beautiful little dragonfly on the top that you can hold it with. So anyways, that's the story of my pendulum. So it has great sentimental value to me at this point. All right, my pendulum,
You don't
if
have to
I
demonstrate, you
ask,
just tell it.
if I ask,
we're gonna know it
please
anyway.
show me yes, I get a
Clockwise.
clockwise rotation.
Like Van Helsing.
Like Van Helsing. And if I ask it, please show me no, it will actually change directions and go vertically,
Like Van Helsing.
back and forth. Now, I'm supposed to ask about a maybe?
Yeah, when I ask a question, maybe.
Okay, please show me maybe. It's showing me a clockwise,
Which
it's
is
showing
your
me yes.
Yeah. So you're a
So-
knuckle brain. I'm
So
just
maybe
saying.
it's yes, maybe it's not.
Great, great.
That was cute.
So, and I also have a number of pendulums, and as one
Yep.
of the girls on the crew asked us, do you train it? And no, it trains you, and it kind of picks you too.
Wow. You become a real pendulum guru.
I love pendulums, and I have a metal one. This one's brass, and this was given to me by my good friend Michael Markowitz. And it doesn't work for crap though. I could never get it. It would never show me yes, right? It just hangs there.
Wow.
It won't do anything for me, but it's got a little Buddha on it, and I
Isn't it
love.
interesting?
I still love it because
it was given to you rather than you picking it.
yeah, and then
What about you,
I've
Leslie?
got a couple
What are
more.
your yes and
Got-
no's?
Can't stop buying them.
I'm sorry, I was listening to Anne. What?
Ignore her. What are your yes and no's on the
I
pendulum?
have a question.
My yes and no's are just like yours. If I ask what is a yes, it goes in a clockwise circle. If I ask what is
They
no,
all go the way of the Van Helsing.
it goes back and forth. And if I say maybe,
wow.
it goes around
Oh,
counterclockwise.
Amazing.
Oh, see, look, some of our audience members, or one of our audience members, has nicely Googled this for us, and they say the
Hey.
history website says that French explorers found prehistoric cave paintings that were almost 8,000 years old with an image of a man dowsing with a pendulum.
Was it me?
Bam, okay?
Is there a picture of me?
There's a picture of Van Helsing. There you go.
Could be.
Wow.
There you
Just
go.
I'm
saying.
doing okay.
Yeah. I'm like Saint Germain in the purple flame. You never know. So anyways, what else do we have about Leslie? Do we have some other videos and stuff for her as well?
We have her dowsing with one hand, two pendulums.
What?
We can show that.
This is amazing.
Want to show that or
No,
no?
it's a little cheesy, but go ahead.
I love cheese.
All right.
You're not doing this naked, right?
No, no, no.
Okay, so we want to play that?
Yeah.
Okay, Russ, could you please play the clip? One hand, two pendulums.
One hand, two pendulums.
Hi. In my last video experiment, I was talking about dowsing without manipulation. What I did was I went into my basement and I hung my pendulum from my copper pipes, and I only had contact by my fingertips, and we had some interaction and the pendulums moved. I thought about that experiment today and I thought, I wonder if I had two pendulums in one hand and I could have them move independently of each other. Would that prove that the dowser is not manipulating? Because if I were manipulating, then the pendulums would move in the same direction. So I have my still bite pendulum that I used in the last experiment. I'm going to put that in my hand. And I have my new fluorite pendulum that I purchased recently. I put that in my hand. I'm going to try to keep them separate of each other so they don't bang into each other. Try to get them about the same height. Okay. I'm going to call upon my spirit guide, Philip. He explained to me that he will indeed help me out. Philip, are you with me? He's making both of them move. And if you notice, they are moving independently of each other because they are different weights. And they are both going in a clockwise motion, which for me is a yes and a back and forth is no. I'm going to ask Philip now if he could make the still bite go no and keep the fluorite going in a circular pattern. The still bite is going back and forth, and the fluorite is going in a clockwise circle. Now I'm going to ask him to switch. Philip, please switch them. Can you make the still bite go in a circle and make the fluorite go in a back and forth motion? It's sort of like patting your head and rubbing your belly. Nice job. Thank you so much. Can you make them both say no? There we go. Can you make them both say yes? That's pretty darn cool. Did I manipulate that? Could I make them do that? Oh, look, they're saying no. Can you make them both say yes again, please? It takes a while for them both to go, but they go. That's pretty amazing stuff right there.
So that was
That
pretty
was really
amazing stuff, huh?
interesting.
Yeah, pretty amazing.
I thought it was very interesting.
I used to know an exotic dancer that could do that.
Okay.
I'm just saying. She used to do the pendulum, one hand,
okay.
two, never mind.
All right.
So anyway, that was really good.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really good.
So Lesley, one thing, and I know we've got to do some experiments, so I do want to bring this up, is you got involved in not only, you work with energy, and you've come up with a new line of energy products.
Yes.
And we have, I don't know if you can see my shirt here.
That's a
Shameless
beautiful
plug
shirt.
on his T-shirt.
Can you see that?
Gorgeous
Close it
shirt,
on that.
Yeah.
No one wants a close-up of that.
Evidently, nobody does.
Abs,
All
man.
right. That's all right.
So anyways, we also have this candle. It's, what is it called?
Positively brilliant.
Positively Brilliant. And we have this little bag of
Tea lights.
tea lights.
Yeah, I just started making those.
So what is the
nice.
purpose of these very nice candles besides being
Nice
nice
smell.
candles?
Yep, that one's Happy Apple. It smells
Happy
really good.
apple?
Happy Apple.
You see?
Ooh, that's nice.
I feel
Very
happy.
nice.
I know, right?
So they make
So-
me happy.
Yes.
So no, seriously, what are these?
I am a Reiki master teacher, and thank you, namaste. And I decided that I wanted to create a company that spread positivity and light, because we need more of that in the world. And
Absolutely.
Reiki it heals wherever it goes, and you can Reiki anything. And so I decided that I would put the sacred symbols in the candles, and then when you light the candles, it releases the Reiki energy and goes to exactly what you need.
When you say you put the sacred symbols, which I know, by the way, I'm a level 2 practitioner, not a master like you, but do you put the physical symbols in here, or do you draw them out?
I draw them.
You draw them?
Yes.
Okay. No, I just didn't know if you had hidden in the camera where you had etched it in and then covered it,
Oh, no.
which would be a good thing to do, but that's, whatever.
No, it works through you.
No, it does work through you, yes.
So
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
it goes through me into the candle
Very
and then
nice.
releases, and my mother swears by them. My mom had a few accidents recently. She broke her wrist.
Because she used these?
And she used those, and she
No,
couldn't.
no, she used those and she had the accidents?
No.
Oh, it
She
works
had
the other way
accident and she
around.
couldn't sleep.
Oh.
She couldn't sleep at all. She was so uncomfortable. And so I was like, well, Mom, why don't you try a candle? She's like, all right. And so the next day, she's like, I don't know what you put in those candles, but I slept like a log. So that's what she
Nice.
needed.
That was the Jack Daniel one, right?
So,
My husband would like one of those.
and another thing about the candles is I can't stand going to a mall and going past a candle store because it makes me physically ill.
Oh, wow.
So all of my candles are very subtly scented, and they smell nice, but they're not overpowering.
Oh, I love the
I
apple.
I do
yeah.
too. I think this is.
Yeah.
And what do they do specific things Are you infusing them with energy for a particular reason? Are they all healing, for instance, or is there some protection, or what?
They are for your choosing. When you light the candle, you state your intent. If you want optimum health, you state optimum health. If you need help with your finances,
Right.
yeah, you pray for or light for.
So bigger abs I could have.
You can try it.
Okay,
You
that's
can try
good.
it.
That's good.
Keep
Make that
praying.
blood supply go right
Keep
to those
praying.
abs.
All right, so we actually have a bunch of stuff we want to do, experiments and things. So we have to get rid of the hula doula here, and we've got to start doing some of these experiments before we run out of time.
Okay. All right.
So we still have, I'm looking at the clock there, we still have a couple things of Leslie's that loaded in the
yeah, we have a
machine.
couple pictures that we wanted to talk about.
Okay, so do you want to try to get those in now, or should we wait?
Well, I'll probably have like another 5 minutes, right? Before
Okay, that's fine.
we can bail out.
I always bow to you.
Oh, okay.
You
all
are,
right, all right,
as
yeah,
she
yeah.
is the Zen master, you are the TV master.
Yeah,
And I
okay.
am just a humble slave of
Oh,
all
yeah, all
of
right.
Did everyone hear that?
Yeah, yeah. Woof.
you. So,
I gotta get my boots. It's getting deep in here tonight.
Your what?
So, boots,
okay.
boots,
Go ahead.
or boots. How would they say that in Canada?
Boots?
Boots.
Whatever. So
All right.
what do you got?
Well, so I did grab a couple of pictures off of Leslie's website today, and do we want to talk about the cat?
Sure.
Okay.
Ron, you
Kitty
can help me
cats.
talk about the
So,
cat.
I love cats.
Leslie, I'm going to let Leslie explain about the cat.
Okay.
The
All
ghost,
right.
ghost cat. It's ghost cat.
We were investigating the Hooten Mansion, or the Hote Mansion, however you want to say
Yes.
it. Ron says Hooten, so since he's here, I'll say Hooten.
Whatever.
Hooten Mansion. And we were in a seated communication on the floor, and we had all sorts of laser lights going. We had laser grids, and we had that static ball going. Remember the static ball?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. You used that, what, twice?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're all sitting there, and
Made all two of my hair stand up.
we had the eye obelisk on the floor. Is that what was on the floor, or was it the real obelisk?
It was neither. It was the ghost radar.
Ghost radar.
Ghost radar. Ghost
And
radar.
it said, cat
Killed.
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 Ah,
Cat. Killed.
right.
Cat.
Okay.
Killed.
It did.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
And so we're like, oh, yeah. It said cat killed, okay. And then a little bit later, Ron says, hey, did you see that cat? The cat just ran through. Did you see it? It just went under that chair. And we're like, no. Didn't see a cat. And so when I'm feeling energy, I just snap pictures, and I was snapping pictures. And
So can we put these pictures up?
So,
we'll see
want to put the first picture up? Okay,
that's what it looked like when I took it off of my camera.
So
And
that's the green dots are the laser
the
grid.
laser grid.
a laser grid and basically a dark room.
Yeah.
And
I
This
think
is-
that's somebody's meter.
somebody's holding
this
a meter.
is
yeah.
Mary's room at the Houghton Mansion.
Yes. And so whenever I get a darkened picture like that, I always raise the brightness.
Right.
So I
Ann does
raised,
the same thing,
I
right?
do that too. Yeah.
so I raised the brightness.
So picture number
Next.
2.
Picture number 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, look, there's a lady in the chair, and she's a real lady. But if you look to the bottom left of the chair, it's really hard to
Am I
see.
right or
It is
Yeah.
hard to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very hard to see on that screen. But there's an outline of a cat coming into the room. You can see its face and its body and its front legs coming into the room. Well, it's too bad it's hard to see on
Can we have
there.
another
So
picture?
how about number 3? I don't know.
Yeah, I just changed the contrast
yeah.
on it to see if
Did
you
it
can
help
see
any
it
better?
better. Well, it does on your computer screen.
Right. Yeah.
Right,
Maybe
but
not
on this
so much, yeah.
monitor, it's I can make it out because I know where it is.
Right.
But it's right in the bottom left-hand corner of your
Oh,
screen.
okay.
Okay.
And how about number 4? Throw up maybe number 4.
we have door number 4,
I can
please?
see Sean out there in our control room. He's
Can you see it,
frantically-
Sean?
Frantically pointing to
Oh,
the screen.
we got the thumbs up, so there you go.
Yes, and
Yeah.
yeah, this one's kind of pixelated, I think, a little bit. But
So on
That's-
top of all of that happening,
okay, we can lose the picture.
Josh's father, Nick
Nick.
Mantello. I always think they're brothers, but they're not. They're father and
Not
son.
even close.
Nick Mantello came up from the basement, and
Unless they come from Maine.
they. You should watch yourself. Nick Mantello came up from the basement, and he said, "Oh, that's funny because our groups thought they saw a cat too, and there'd never been a cat seen at the Hooten Mansion before."
Wow.
Not till that night.
Not until that.
Ah, there you
So
go.
it's an interesting little thing.
Maybe one got run over in the road that day.
It's a dead cat in the
Cat
middle
killed.
of the road. Isn't that a song?
It is. Skunk.
Same thing. Cat, skunk.
Oh, man.
All right, so
All right.
we've got things to do, right?
All right, we got some things to do.
Okay, so we're going to ask somebody to come up and move this thing on. What?
Oh, Nate, we're gonna ask audience member Nate, although we have doubled the size of our audience this
It's
evening
expanded
because
twice.
Sean's here
Okay.
too.
So,
Nate, we need
Can
you
you
to
come up?
bring the magical table out first, right? Do we want the
No, no,
magical?
we gotta
oh
get this out of the
no!
way.
Wait, we're gonna take this table out of the way
John, you want to
first.
give me a hand too, so that
So-
we can get this done? So
all
right
right.
now, we're going to move this table out. Is that going to be in the
I'm
way
just
that
gonna
end table?
unplug these lights.
What lights?
Okay.
We have lights?
We have
Yeah.
lights. We have lights. Okay. Goodbye, lights.
Goodbye,
That
lights.
was a lovely shot of my
Okay.
butt. Okay.
Could have been worse.
All right. So
You're on your
here we
fire
go.
there.
We're gonna roll out the barrel, and Nate is gonna take
Now I'm on my wire.
Bye,
the
table.
magic table. Thank you, Nate.
Bye, table.
Thank you, Nate. Okay.
Oh. I need a
Not.
table.
Do we need?
Yeah, we need a new table in.
All right. We need
Oh, I thought
the
we were
magical
doing it.
table in.
The human one first.
No, this is
Alright.
more important. Money involved.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna bring this.
We switched off.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Nate.
Thank you,
All
Nate.
right. We're gonna hear from Nate again in another minute. Okay.
Yep. So anyways, for those who don't know, we just rolled out this big-ass table.
Nice. Oh.
We just rolled out this big table.
Now we have to edit it.
Yeah, whatever.
Nice. Okay.
And on this table are,
Sorry, audience at home.
whatever, 80 cards
Yes.
face down. And the backs, these are the backs of the cards.
Yes.
And the front of the cards are what, Ian? Because you did the work.
This is, I combined 2 decks of cards,
Yep.
and they all have the same back, blue, cheapy card back. And I just wrote numbers 1 through 80 on the face of the cards.
Okay.
So, and then I shuffled them all up and just lay them out
Okay.
face down.
So who wants to do this first? And what we're going to do now is we're going to take a pendulum, each of us,
I forgot my pendulum, it's over there.
Nate.
and we're going to douse over the
Audience
cards
member Nate.
and come up with 5
thank
numbers
you.
for tonight's keynote. Now, there's going to be 5 from each of us. So we'll see who the winners are
There
and
you
who
go.
the losers are.
Vanna,
Anyway.
Nate, thank you.
All right. So who wants to take the first crack at this?
Nate,
right.
I need one too.
Oh,
You want
Oh,
mine?
now he's
We
gonna
can use
circle
mine
the
if you want.
room.
It's okay. I'd rather you smile.
All right.
It's got my energy.
So who wants to go first?
well, do you want me to go first since I
Thank
happen
you.
to have the pendulum?
Okay, so we need the paper and the pen.
All right, right here.
All right. And what's your face?
Okay.
We have to turn backwards.
Okay.
Come
All
over
right.
here. And you call out the numbers and let us know. You want to write or do
Okay.
you want me to write?
You can write.
10. Okay, thank
Don't
you.
look.
Oh, no,
You
so
can't
sorry,
look.
no.
You're
Maddie was telling me there's 10 minutes left. Okay, so I'm going to, you have to tell me how to do this. Wait, turn back around. So I
Wait a
just
minute,
hold
you
it
were
over the
one that
middle.
ball-
You can do it 2 ways. You can have
Okay.
it lead you to the cards, or you can go over the cards and wait for it to say yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so you can say, I need the numbers for tonight's winning keynote.
Okay.
Can you please give them to me?
All
And
right.
then it will
We
tell
better
you.
turn around.
Is
Yeah.
this highly
That's what I'm trying to
illegal?
tell you.
I don't know. All right. I would like to
She jumped
know
right
the
in.
winning numbers for tonight's keynote. So would you point in the direction of the number you would like me to pick?
So Anna's over the table with her pendulum talking to the
Okay.
cards.
It's telling me to go up here, I think. Is this the card that you'd like me to pick? Okay, this says yes.
Number, please.
All right, so I'm going to turn over this number. 49,
49.
okay? All right. In what direction I need to pick the next number? So which direction should I go?
I can't see.
I can. It's
All
good.
right, it's kind of going
You can do that.
up and down this way. Is this the card? No.
Could be a long night.
I know, right? Is this the card you'd like me to pick? Okay, this is a yes, okay. So 48. Oh, that's funny. They're 2 rows apart, too. Okay.
Oh, don't give us any hints.
All right,
Yes.
so, all right, now which direction should I go? I'm only picking 5 numbers, by the way.
Thank God.
Which direction Which direction should I go in
Anything
next? Okay, I'm thinking it's going back and forth, so I could go this way too. Is this the card you'd like me to pick? Yes. Okay. 17.
There you go.
Okay, please
2 to go,
show
Ann.
me the direction again.
Show me the direction again.
Whatever.
Show me which direction I should go.
Let her do her own numbers.
I think it wants me to go right to this card. Is this the card you'd like me to pick? No. Oh, we're doing this little shimmer thing.
Ooh.
All right. Please tell me which direction I should go in. This way?
2 more.
Is this the card you'd like me to choose? Yes.
Okay.
16.
Ooh.
Well, that's
yeah.
rather bizarre.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really
All right, I
bizarre.
need to find a 5th card. Please show me which direction I should go in. Yeah, let's see. Is this the card I should choose? Yes. Okay. 69. All right, those are my 5 numbers.
And you put the cards back face down, right?
Okay, I'm going to turn them back over now. All right. In the meantime, John wants to know if Lesley has ever encountered violent spirits such as Maureen Wood.
I have not.
Maureen is not
She
violent.
has not.
I did have a jump-in once, and he was not very nice, but I wouldn't say that he was malevolent or he was just upset.
You're right.
Okay.
So-
Are you going to go? You're going to go next.
Okay.
Okay.
Going
turn around.
next. Okay,
So-
don't step
Do you
on the
wanna write?
board.
I'll write.
All right.
Okay. So we have to
Thank
write
you.
my name.
Actually, you can look because
I'm
you've
going
already
to do
done
it a
it.
little differently.
Oh, I can look. That's good because I'd rather
I'm
not
going
show
to
my
go over
backside to
them.
this camera.
I don't blame you.
Until it tells me yes. So
Not that
I'm
there's
going
anything
over
wrong with
each
your backside.
card.
Oop.
No.
Nope.
Yep.
Okay.
9 of hearts, or is it just 9?
Just
Just
9.
9.
Right.
If it's not written on, the first 10 cards are their regular number.
Yeah.
Okay, Houston, we've got a 9.
Okay.
Remember, we will be giving out all these Keno numbers, and you'll be filthy rich before the night's over.
If it worked that way, there wouldn't be a psychic to be had.
Oh, that's
because
baloney.
they'd all be on private islands.
I don't believe that. I aim to prove
There
that
you go.
wrong.
This is going a little slower than I thought, so I'm going to move it along a little bit faster here. I'm in the 2nd row now. I know, that took so long, didn't it? Hello. 29.
29. Lots of exciting stuff on our show, folks.
Oh, yeah, you can't
You won't
beat
see this on any of the other talk shows.
Thank God.
On the Food Channel, they talk the whole
Oh,
time they're cooking, but
I know,
really
right?
can't talk and do this at the same.
Should we babble while you're choosing
Yeah.
Yeah,
cards?
you can absolutely
should
babble.
babble,
Yeah.
please.
You and I can babble all night.
Oop, we got another number.
66.
66.
I
Yeah.
need 2 more, right?
You'll get your kicks.
So the first time
do
you did Dowsing,
66.
Anne was up
5
at
minutes,
Fort
we gotta-
Revere, right?
Yes, I was up at Fort Revere doing an investigation, and we had invited Van Helsing and his son,
78.
Ron Jr., 78.
78.
And, well, actually, we invited Van Helsing, but we got Ron Jr. too, so that's okay.
That's okay.
So we were having a little break from investigating this terrific fort, which is up in Hull, Massachusetts. And I had my new pendulum because I just gone to the event. So I said, Ron, I have this awesome pendulum. Can you please tell me how to use it?
Oh, great master.
And the rest is history because he's never, ever let me forget it again.
How many more numbers do I need?
So one, just
Okay.
one.
And
Come
that
on,
wa-
pendulum.
And that was actually one of your East Bridgewater's most haunted shows.
Yes, yes. Used to produce a show here at East Bridgewater Community Television called East Bridgewater's Most Haunted.
Is that
I
on
do-
demand anywhere?
I have, we do have videos on YouTube if you search for East Bridgewater's Most Haunted, and some of which may display my early ignorance of
Ghost hunting.
ghost hunting. So I'll apologize now.
There it is.
But all right.
All right, so that was good.
53. Good Lord, Van
Stepping on me.
Helsing. I don't know if we're going to have enough time.
Ooh, quick.
Okay.
Quick like a bunny.
All right.
Okay.
I don't have to turn around now, right?
Nobody
Maybe
has
I'll
to turn around.
Maybe I'll skip this. so we get the human pendulum?
Well, we do need if you want to do the human pendulum, we got a boogie.
Okay, so
Okay.
what we're going to do is we're going to put this aside right
'cause-
now.
Oh, we got to wrap. You know what? We got to wrap this up. I don't know if we have time for the
We
human
have 4
pendulum.
minutes. We can demonstrate it.
Well,
Really fast.
we have 2 minutes.
All
We
right,
have
2
2
minutes.
minutes.
Quick, come out here.
Nate, come up. Oh, is John coming too?
Yep, John,
All
come
right,
on.
John too. Okay. John too. Okay.
We're the victims.
Okay. We need one in the middle.
Nathan.
So, okay, Anne, can you get on the other side of him?
Sure.
The human pendulum
Oh,
is.
this is as far as I can go.
Okay,
Back
so
up.
back
Nate.
up there, Nate.
Back up there.
You're going to
Come to
look
us.
Tethered.
Look at Anne, and I'll have your
John,
back.
you're going to be over there a
Yes.
little bit. Yep,
Okay.
right beside him. That's okay. If we on a camera, don't worry about it. All right,
All right. Now wait.
you're a catcher. All you got
yeah,
to do
you're
is
gonna
catch him.
catch.
All right.
Well, could you stand this way so we can see Nate?
No,
The other
don't
way,
worry
the other
about
way, the
that.
other way,
Don't
the other
worry
way.
about that.
Okay.
Just do it. Let them
I
do
just
the
want them
camp.
to see him. Okay, Nate, I want you to close your eyes, cross your hands across your chest, and I'm going to ask you a series of questions. The first question is, show us what is yes. Your body should sway toward Anne or toward me. If you let your body go, okay, your answer for yes is backwards. Show us what is no. Whoa, Ron, okay. Show us what is maybe. Hi, Anne, how are you?
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to ask
We
you
got
a
like a
series
minute
of questions.
left, so we got to wind
Okay.
it up.
Are you a college graduate?
Whoa, I got a maybe.
That was a weird one. I got a little glip in the throat there.
Do you like spaceships? Whoa, that wasn't an answer. What were you?
I was a no.
Okay, then I don't know.
It's a no. Could be a no.
Could be a no. Backwards
no.
no. An
Do you
on.
like spaceships? Seriously?
Are you a
I've
sci?
never encountered one, so I don't know if I like them.
That
Do you
you
like?
know of.
Do you like science fiction?
A little.
Well, no, you're.
Oh!
I thought you were asking me, not my.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Do you have any brothers? Okay. Do you have any sisters?
1 minute.
Okay. Since we only have 1 minute, I'm going to stop you now.
Okay.
Did you feel like you were influencing your answers?
No, because some of those answers are false.
Okay. So, were the right answers presented?
For some of them.
Okay. Which ones were not true for you? The one that you went this way?
Probably. I don't remember the question.
It's all right.
I was in.
I mean, we only had a little bit of time, but
Yeah.
that is a little demonstration of a human pendulum. It may or may not have worked under the bright lights of this great city. But anyways,
But we do have to wind up, and we want to thank everyone for watching.
Nathan, thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
helping
much,
out.
audience
Thank you,
member
John.
Nate.
And
Nate
John, thank you very much.
Thank you to our wonderful
Thank
crew.
our crew.
We will see you all again next month, and until then,
Remember,
keep listening
play those numbers.
on Wednesday nights and play your Keno numbers. Good night, and thank you, Lesley.
Thank you.
From goalies to ghosties, long-leggedy beasties, and things that go bump in the night. Deliver us, good Lord.